Я бросал. Так, ну все, разобрались мы с этими заданиями. Судим. Да, давай займемся допками. Вот этим займемся.
Greenblood, tell me, do you remember that young recruit I spoke to you about? I would still like to present him to you. I can see that you're busy with some other matters. We'll see to this later, if you find a moment. Anything else?
Пошел-ка.
I must leave you.
Козел. Козлокот.
Closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. You'll find all you need in our selection. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Блин, ну что такое?
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Are your boots worn through? closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Here for dinner.
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur. You'll find all you need.
И богатая, понятно? Смешно.
To my help! Hey, boys! And death to the others! To my help! And death to the others!
Дом 2 целый.
Greetings. Quartermaster Herbert. I'm in charge of these barracks. And you are?
Desade, legate of the congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. And what can I do for you?
Here. The Mother Cardinal gave me this mandate for you to supply me with some troops.
Everything looks perfectly in order. May I ask you what this is about?
Some members of the Ordo Luminis built a camp to convert the natives by force. Her Eminence wishes to put an end to what could lead to a war between Thélème and the natives.
I see. It was high time someone put an end to the dangerous zealousness of these inquisitors. I will order the men I have here to assemble in the courtyard. But do not worry. I will send you my best. I just need to explain the mission to them, and they'll be on their way. Soldiers, the Mother Cardinal is sending you to fight under the orders of Her Excellency, Desade. You will have to put an end to the crimes committed by the Inquisition in a nearby fort. I expect you to obey the orders of Her Excellency without question. For Thélème, for the Guard, fight with honor!
Comrades, pack your bags. We're leaving at once.
Fight with honor!
For the coin and the enlightened. To my help! Hey, boys! And death to the others!
Watch out!
Ну-ка. Ну куда ты лезешь? И лезь он к матери. Она тебе рожала, она тебя не прогонит.
А ты что, не рожал, теперь не родной ему?
Папа занят. А он грязными руками ж начнет меня лапать, хватать.
Меня умиляет, как грязной тысяч частей строит.
Ну блин, у меня ж нету кусков каши на руках и на ногах, а у него есть.
Что противного-то ребенок? Ничего там противного нет.
Да в нем-то ничего противного нет, каша противная. А он меня и хочет перепачкать.
Нормально. Мой город не
We're almost at the fort. Should we wait here until nightfall?
Yes, let's.
Our men are ready, Your Excellency. They're awaiting your orders.
Perfect.
Ну,
Our
слушай, не
objective is
забыл про
located
меня.
beyond this cliff. The Inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of
Я
it.
решил просто температуру
Understood, Your
померить.
Excellency. We'll be discreet.
Let's find a vantage point to get a
Забыл
better
про
overview
него.
of this
И он здесь
fort.
выпал.
So this is where the Inquisition tortures people in the name of faith. What madness.
There's no turning back. I hope that you are all ready. Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
Most of the fighting will take place outside. The priests are at a disadvantage in confined spaces.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
What are your orders, Your Excellency?
We're behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct two near-simultaneous assaults. The first, larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you've eliminated the troops in the front of the building, focus on the right wing.
At your orders. Should we keep a few men here to catch any potential runners?
Indeed, an excellent suggestion. Are you ready for the assault?
We're ready, Your Excellency.
In that case, conduct the assault as soon as you are in position.
кайф. Жить нужно, кайф.
Ох, нихуя какой. Барбют хороший.
Жить нужно, кайф. Как танцует заново.
Курт, для тебя подарок.
To my help! And death to the others!
Watch out! Grenade!
Ну, очень хорошо.
Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before
Не
the
любишь ты
prisoners
одеваться,
come.
выходить, да? Я тоже люблю. Она улыбается, видишь как?
Последний ложечку.
Грязные попы, я вас всех перебью, блядь. Так, ну что тут у нас? Что-то мне дали. Что дали? О, сапожки хорошие. Беленькие, красивошные.
Давай, ладушки сыграем. Давайте, вот это играет.
Грязный поп, нахуй. Сейчас я тебе кончу, блядь.
Let's find the keys to these cells.
Ладушки, ладушки. Испечем оладушки. На окне поставим. Остывать заставим. Всем оладушки дадим, всем по одному, а лепешечки два. Пик-пик-пик-пик.
Журнал учета пленников. Здесь содержится краткое описание пленников с их приблизительным возрастом, без имен, но с указанием методов, которые к ним применялись. Также отмечено, уверовали ли они или вернулись к свету. Последних намного больше, чем первых.
Wait here for now. We are still fighting outside.
Стол, 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 стол. Стол, 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 стол.
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Стол, 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 стол. Витя, 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 Витя.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Ладушки, ладушки, где были у бабушки, что ели кашку, что пили молока чашку, хлопай зубки, показываешь, какие зубки, а ну покажи. свои зубки, какие там выросли. Ой, какие большие зубки, глянь. Как у взрослого.
Ну не, покажи.
Ну вот.
Ну уже можно кормить нормально. Сосисками там, колбаской, мяской.
А дальше не показывает. Но у него еще там вдалеке.
Список инквизитора, допущенных в секретный лагерь. В Татради предназначены скорее для стражи перечислены имена всех... в тетради, блядь, что читаю? В тетради предназначены скорее для стражи перечислены имена всех инквизиторов, имеющих право на посещение секретного лагеря. Среди прочих указано имя отца Клавдиуса. Остальные имена вам неизвестны, но представительница Корнелия наверняка ими заинтересуется. Что ты там делаешь?
Кофточку открыла, что?
Нет, ничего. Открыла.
Пойдем в кроватку. Не хочешь? Ну, пойдем на диванчик. Пойдем на диванчик. Вон туда хорош. Давайте до игрушек найду.
Ну, он сам найдет.
Все, уже на пол свалилась. Сиди, сиди.
To my help! And take to the others!
Watch out! Grenade!
I think that was the last of the Inquisitors. The fort is safe now.
Учетная книга Ордена Света. Здесь перечислены все расходы Ордена Света, в том числе расходы на организацию содержания секретного лагеря.
Let's
Чего?
lend a hand to our allies outside, as there are still some prisoners there.
Так, у меня был левелапчик. Варежки новые. О, это даже лучше, чем моя. Круто. Боевая офицерская броня с телем. Ну, это можно тогда продать нахрен. Кирасу князя этого обоссанного, блядь. Вот. Ну, шляпка как у меня. А, это еще лучше, чем у меня. Круто, блин. Ритуальная епископская броня инквизитора. Опа. Ритуальная епископская. Это я еще круче, чем у меня.
Что ты?
Что ты пристала, Вася, блин?
Я не Вася, я Яся.
Вася, Вася.
Death to the others!
How easy. His prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here.
Хорошо поживились мы в этом лагере. Надо будет потом прокачаться как следует. Вообще.
How did the battle go for you?
Your plan was successful, Your Excellency. We won a resounding victory.
Congratulations. We were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely exhausted, but alive. I would like for you to escort them to the closest village.
At your command, Your Excellency.
Once this is done, you can return to your garrison. And do not worry. The Mother Cardinal will be informed of your valor in combat.
Я обратно приперся.
All of our products are... Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing. hesitate to have a rummage around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine mercy.
Чистую железную руду забыл.
Come closer. Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine mercy.
I salute you.
Lady de Sardet, what can I do for you?
We managed to dismantle the Ordo Luminis's camp, Your Eminence. And while we were there, we gathered proof of their exactions.
Domitius, you will have to answer for the actions of your order on this island.
Your Eminence, I assure you that...
Enough. There will be an investigation. I hope that I will not discover that you... In any case, you will have to explain your inability to control your own men. But please, continue, Your Excellency.
The Guard served you well, and bravely followed your orders.
They will be thanked and rewarded for it. But it is to you, Your Excellency, that I express my deepest gratitude. Without your intervention, Thélème as a whole would have appeared as a monster in the eyes of the islanders.
It was my pleasure, Mother Cardinal.
Не, ну и, наверное, никого и не одет-то. Да, где я держу? Я что упал? Я продавал.
Да, Николушенька, мое солнышко, ты моя радость.
Нет, мне так не нравится. Ладно. Ну как сходила?
Отлично.
Ну ладно.
Купили картошечку, морковочку, яйцо.
На 16 рублей.
Я у тебя еще мелочь молоко купила. Забыла, надо Да я тебе покрутила на макушку. Отведи нам смотреть, ничего, картошка свежая.
Видишь, как все просто, блин.
Я сама ехала, взяла морковку грязную, мелкую картошку.
И лучок, да?
И лучок, это большую головку туда сняла свеженькую. Сейчас мы разогреваем булочку, уже полчасика отдохнула, готовить. Надо еще посуду помыть, домашнюю одежду постирать. Такое.
What do you seek?
I have come to tell you that we have taken care of the Inquisitors and set the camp's prisoners free.
You thought we weren't capable of fighting the Soul Lesser and of freeing our people?
That's not it. I thought it was my duty to inform the woman who represents Thélème here of the situation. She's the commander of the Soul Lesser, and she was furious when she heard about their actions. She made a point of punishing them herself, and of having your people set free as a token of good faith.
I understand. She's proven a respectable queen. And you have proven an ally. I thank you for your help on Almanawi. From now on, you have our gratitude and our trust. From this day forward, you are a Karants of our clan. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Wow, well, I'm sick.
Come closer, good people. The cure
Are your boots all through? Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
А, то есть я вместо того, чтобы купить, продал. Да, как-то, блядь, херово все получается.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
The best forge! Oh, it's a great pleasure to see you again at the forge. What can I do for you? Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for
it's
you.
you, Onolmen. Bertir to mad, Onolmenawi. I am always happy to see you again. Do you want to see the objects I brought back from Vignamri? You will always be welcome. Oh, it's you, Onolmenawi. Come and see. I received beautiful things from our village.
Come closer, good people.
You'll find all you need in our... Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? Thank you for your visit. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with? You'll find all you need in our selection.
Come closer.
sir, good people. Liqueur and wine for the...
Батаранги.
Че?
Батаранги, что такое?
Что такое батаранги?
Да.
А зачем тебе это?
Не знаю, в кого слово пришло.
Лучше тебе не знать, что такое батаранги.
Почему?
Знаешь, охереешь.
А может, я хочу охереть?
Ну, лучше не знать. Не, все-таки, блин, на следующем разе надо меткость качнуть. Пистолеты получше, чтобы ставить. Батаранги — это бумеранги Бэтмена.
Да?
Да.
А чем они отличаются от обычных бумерангов?
Ничем.
Это как раз не разрезать Бэтмена?
Да.
Батаранги. Красиво звучит.
Да пиздец, как красиво.
Что-то загадочное такое, не русское.
То, что вот да, что не русское.
Все по всех лапает.
Ты чё?
Скажите, можно строить отношения?
Почему нельзя-то?
Ну, он вроде в отношениях с Ангелиной, а всех баб перелапал на острое.
Чё?
Сначала эту, кого он там лапал. Белый подкатывал мяч, Захару полапал.
How are you? But you look good.
Is this oi but oi?
Time for eating.
Что ты грызешь? Границы, не грызи ее. Спасибо, Липечка. Ты меня принес, да? Какой ты умничка. Маме принес. Не принеси маме деньги еще.
You are an Onolman now.
Thank you, Dunk.
Boy,
What about you?
it's strange.
Is some of it?
It seems like you are...
We...
Да.
You again?
How are you? You look good.
Is this boy? But I hope that you're...
Time
I know.
you.
You are an Onol...
Thank you.
It's...
Я тебя трону.
They won't touch you. Decide that you have to protect them.
You can count on me.
To the other!
Опа! А, все-таки сабля это сила, блин, то есть шпага. А я что-то, блядь, тупил. Зельями ярости надо запасаться, и все будет заебись. Ребят, помогайте уже, нахуй, я уже заебался с ними, блядь.
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Пойдем мордочку мыть. Пойдем от кашки мордочку мыть. От кашки мордочку мыть. Пойдем. Давайте возьму на ручки вот так. И мы пойдем мордочку мыть. Так, не устраивай тут дверь.
Да, надо еще теперь огнестрел покачать.
Куда ты ползешь? Пойдем. Пойдем умываться. Любишь умываться, да? Ура, 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 ладушки, умываться. А по-моему, мы здесь. Вот.
Не получилось, да, сынок, папку схватить? Папка увернулся. я как раз в этой деревне Ведлох не ходил, и тот ничего не зачищал. Сюда зачищу, сейчас пойду его и на то. Не, все-таки силовое покачаю. Хер с ним, с огнестрелом. Огнестрел это круто. Ну я, блин, покачаю силовое, силу. Потому что я с силовым не бегал. Мне интересно.
У меня холостяк идет.
Нет, не понял.
Идет.
Я туда и не смотрел, что там у тебя идет.
А чем ты так занят?
Я Greedfall прохожу. Greedfall, поверь, куда интереснее, чем твои какие-то эти непонятные вот эти.
Ты предлагаешь мне Greedfall играть?
Нет, смотреть, как я играю.
Это не очень интересно.
Чуть не интересно. Вон, видишь, бетаранги, блядь.
Это кто?
Ты Соу, друг твой.
Со. Да, мой любимый друг. Очень взрослый.
Такой же тупой, нахуй, как и был. Знаешь, что он навальненок?
Да.
Пиздец, блядь.
На чем только держится Российская империя? На вольнятах.
На вольнятах она, блядь, далеко удержится, нахуй. Да это, блядь, пизду, нахуй. Это... Все это троцкизм галимый, блядь. Вот и все. Че, ну да, ты хоть даже хоть знаешь, что такое троцкизм?
Да, знаю.
Ну что?
Террористический способ ведения коммунизма.
Нет, не коммунизма. Троцкизм — это героическая борьба за бутерброд.
Очень научно.
Ну, блядь, у меня драка. Сейчас после драки я тебе объясню. Да, вот этой сабелькой-то гораздо проще драться, она урон наносит. Ёбнешься. Шпагу. Ну то я бегал с этим, с твайхандером. А теперь, видишь, у меня шпага. Видишь? Ну просто твайхандер, он один удар наносит, а эта вот шпага, она за это же время наносит 2 удара. Вот, видишь, она резко. Раз. Оп. Понятно? Ну, у нее удар сколько там? 370. А у твайхандера 470. Ну, 2 удара по 370, это почти 700 урона. А один удар на 470, это 470. Понимаешь как? Поэтому рапира мощнее. Вот, ну, она называется типа рапира маркиза, вот это оружие. Так, рассказать тебе, значит, про этого. Про Троцкого, да? Ну, короче, смотри, там фишка в чем, что... Ну, вот главное, чтобы вот у меня была должность охуенная, понимаешь?
Ну, откуда ты это взял? Он так говорил или что?
Он так не говорил, он так себя вел. Его, кстати, многие там называли портфель. Ну, в том плане, что, типа, ему плевать, какая там будет власть, там, капитализм, коммунизм, там, хоть рабовладение. Главное, чтобы у него был портфель, понимаешь, как? Вот. Желательно министерский, разумеется. Губа-то не дура. И вот бороться надо вот за этот портфель. Ну и плевать, какая там власть, коммунистическая, капиталистическая. Главное вот добиться портфеля. Вот. И на пути к борьбе за этот портфель, в общем, любое средство хороши. Вот. Понятно? Ну, одно из средств троцкистов, любимое, кстати, одно из средств. Это набрать каких-нибудь тупорылых пацанов, которых там не очень что-то в жизни клеится, Объяснить им, что у вас в жизни клеится, не клеится что-то не потому, что вы там не где-то не доучились, где-то, может быть, не старались, а где-то, может быть, еще просто время ваше не пришло. Вы еще молодые и потерпите, как говорится, да? А потому что это там, ну, плохой Сталин, там, Путин, там, еще кто-нибудь, я не знаю, там. И его надо срочно грохнуть, бежать там, что-то там, это, выступать, кидать бомбы, там, орать, раскидывать там агитки дебилоидные. И будет вам счастье. Ну, счастье им будет понятно какое. А ему-то похуй, он-то за портфель борется. Вот Санек, он вот как раз вот такой вот троцкист, навальненок. Но троцкист не в том плане, что борется за портфель, а в том плане, что он готов бежать по указке вот такого Троцкого куда-нибудь. Там Путин ему плохой, еще там кто-то ему плохой. Ну, добежит-то он. Че это ты так?
Непонятно, вчера пропустила, сегодня идет, ну распиздел.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I have to go.
Like so many others.
Он там левелами меряет баб. Хорошо же он в Destiny не играл. Не играет. А то бы тогда мерил бы их этими лайтами. Тебе понравился, если бы я тебя лайтами мерил? Почему? Он просто в Destiny все время лайт везде.
Там ставить слово новое.
Ну, в Destiny везде там лайт, поэтому я уже привык. Это лайт. Ну и удобно говорить. Что. Уровень долго говорить. Лайт, короче. Тебе нравится моя графиня де Сарде? Или как красивая, я прям уж не могу. Не, ну мне нравится. Что? Когда ты вот будешь такую одежду носить? Купишь себе кирасу, там красивую узорчатую, все дела. Нет, а ты купи вот такую кирасу, шляпу там туда-сюда. Ну это неинтересно, хули это платье, блядь. По-моему, очень интересно, когда у тебя красивая кираса на жене. Чего?
Сигареты все поскурил, конфеты все посожрала, сидит, глумится еще. Эти конфеты утром чуть не прибила, хотел конфеты поесть, все, блядь, подметены, пиздец.
Ну я еще выпишу, что ты переживаешь.
Выпишешь, это ждать надо, я там за конфеты час хочу.
Могу хоть каждый день где выписывать. А чё? Есть. Там их, блядь, дохуя видов. Ну, в смысле, тоже марсианку? Блин. У нас полно марсианок. Да. Ну, это тут разные виды, это же ассорти же.
Ну да.
Ну,
а там один вид, да?
Да.
Чизкейк, пожалуйста, зеленый висит. Вот такой салатовый.
Я выпишу в следующий раз. Ну, когда в следующий раз? Вот завтра пойду на работу и выпишу тебе чизкейк. Будешь жрать чизкейк.
Ай-яй-яй, вот ты схватил.
Да вижу.
Ай, Витя.
Меня вот он не хватает за волосы. Он отучился меня хватать за волосы. Я его пару раз самого в обратку схватил и все, и он сразу успокоился в этом отношении.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desade, I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
Меня вот он больше не хватает за волосы. Меня, знаете, там гладит там.
And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wondered how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Да, как удобно иметь религиозное сознание, блядь. Да, это какие-то еретики. Вон, по-любому, вон те. И все. И ничего, блядь, доказывать не надо, блин, никаких там аргументов, блядь, туда-сюда. Ну, охуенно просто.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas, I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine that someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
Thank you. I will let you work.
Что, вынула? Ну вы.
Greetings. Desade. I'm handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we can make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about St. Matthias. They were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Так, Витя, не трогай волосики.
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vigsenega, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of St. Matthias, and everything here fit the description of St. Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Да вон, ну, рядом с тобой сидит, я думаю, что он не упал.
Не упадет. Я ж не падаю, он не упадет.
Да, маленький. Бабушка не падает, и Витюшка не падает. Витюшка падает, папа.
Да.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? The path of enlightenment must have been about St. Matthias. That helped to convince them.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onol-Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But, in the meantime, We must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Ой, Маша, что ты слушай, грязь еще. Ну, где-то чисто вошел, где-то, короче,
You have returned on Almanawi. Do you need something else?
I have heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them. They were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegard did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlub, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlub. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course. And was tyrant. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There's only one entrance, and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So that thieves only had to take the key from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened. That someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village. Family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who's close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Кто здесь, слушай? Что ты за текст мне показываешь? Ты мне на героев покажи. Кто здесь? Где здесь Зайка? Где здесь Зайка? Покажи Зайку. Зайка.
Не показывай, сынок.
Это текст. Ты что?
Не знаю. Потому что Троцкий был еще не только Борис за бутерброд.
Так, что-то интересное началось в велосипеде, пиздец стал.
Он еще и был...
Молчи, молчи, ну потом.
You have returned on Almanawi. Do you need something else?
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
I do not think they will hurt us. They want peace too, and violence would break it all.
I understand why you are no longer the chief. If you do not even know what the inhabitants of your village are doing.
You're right. I was indeed a bad chief. I couldn't even convince those who left to stay.
Since you do not want to talk, I will have to tell the Mother Cardinal to send the Ordo Luminous. The Inquisitors will make you confess the name of the person who helped the exiles.
You wouldn't do that. The Sol Lasser would burn the entire village.
He's not really leaving me a choice. Right. Let's go back to San Mateus.
Wait! I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He's filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, Do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her. But things may not be so simple when it comes to her son. I have to go.
Like so many others.
Greetings. Are you Vindwin?
Bertia Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the Mind Shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of St. Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Tell me where the exiles are. I must retrieve these tablets.
You're asking me to betray my son. Promise me that you won't hurt him.
I promise. But if he reacts violently, I'll have to defend myself.
Then I hope he'll be reasonable. Bran and the others are hiding in the woods, beyond the circle of stone.
Thank you, Vingwall.
Куда он ее притащил? На рынок, что ли? Похож на наш центральный рынок.
Here's the place that Greedfall indicated. The
А?
exits must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add depth to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Do it! What are you doing here?
I'm not here to fight you, but I must retrieve the tablets of St. Matthias.
What? How do you know we have them? And how? Not Freddy. We will not give them back. We lost our homes and families, so the priests lose their sacred stones.
Perhaps I could do something for you in exchange for the tablets.
You are a Renaigse. You cannot help us.
I am also an Onol Manawi. So?
We want to join the Sengeden Anadas, Deirdre's clan. But she only accepts warriors, and not all of us are warriors. Give us a family and a home, and we will give you back the priest's stones.
Very well. I will go see her. I hope that we manage to convince Deirdre.
Чё, да? Так, когда же я добегу туда?
А ты сосиски все доел?
Да. Я вообще все доел. Я молодец.
Правда, сахар хватит, да?
What do you seek?
I come on behalf of the exiles of Vix on Agad. They'd like to join your clan.
Some already have done. The others should just do like them and undergo the trials of the warriors.
But not all of them are warriors.
We're about to go to war. Those who do not know how to fight have no place amongst the Sengeden Anadas.
Siora, why do you refuse to welcome the exiles? They want to fight the Renaigse, just like you.
Why do you not welcome them amongst the Gaius Rad if you have so much compassion for them?
It is your clan they want to join, not mine.
Make them change their mind. I will not change mine.
I implore you to reconsider Daedra. Though they may not all be fighters, these people will know how to make themselves useful in your village.
Very well. You have helped us, and I trust in your judgment. You can tell the exiles that I'm waiting for them. Anything more?
I need to be going.
What will I say?
I'm glad I managed to convince her. Now we'll be able to retrieve the tablets, and the exiles will have a clan once more.
Так.
Сейчас. Мама, ты здесь?
So, what did Deirdre say?
She accepted to welcome you all into her clan.
I did not think that you'd manage to convince her. You can take the tablets.
Thank you. I hope that you'll be happy in your new family.
Adloredar. And you were right. You are more on Olmanawi than Renaitse.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
Yes, everything is fine. He has joined the Senged in Anadas, and he gave me the tablets.
Really? What about the others? Those who are not fighters? I thought that Deirdre did not want them.
I managed to convince her to accept all of the exiles.
I thank you for helping them. It is reassuring to hear that they are in a new clan.
Ты что тут такое свидание?
Когда двое встречаются с одним, вот каждый из них выходит и остается. Кто-то получает рост, а вторая выходит.
И что?
Ну, и все его боятся, кто сюда не может.
Почему?
Церемония сразу.
А что, если на церемонии типа лучше?
Ну, подольше путевой ходят. Церемония в конце недели. Церемония в конце недели обычно.
Ну, интересно.
У нас еще всегда.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I am very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Mm.